matters is that you're literally getting like all the key ingredients to what you need in order to go out there and be your best self on video, to go out there and be the best self at your job, in your own business. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're online, building online like we are, and you want to travel, or you are traveling, or you want to upgrade to something, a house or whatever you want to do, you can do it using these strategies and being able to connect and build with amazing content. And like Antonio, you're going to bring him out in just 1 second, building it up for you, man.
Promise you're bringing Antonio
because
out.
Seriously, he was able, and he'll tell you more about it, but he's really stepped into his power so much so that we've seen a video and I'm like, this is a completely different guy. It's like literally he unzipped and he was just like this whole different person. And I'm super excited to introduce him. Antonio, my friend, please come on out, and definitely want to just tell us a little bit about yourself. And we're keeping this very relaxed. Just tell us what's up, my friend.
Okay. Thank you very much. I hear some audio feedback. Okay. So thank you very much to be here with Michelle and Mike. And how many hours I have, because this challenge was really something powerful for me. I agree everything that you'd say until now. I was one, Michelle told me on a message to be part of the first group of this challenge, but I didn't say nothing because I had fear, and that's the beginning of everything. We have fear to make videos, and especially to speak about personal things. But I did something that I see the first group, and the first group was really a breakthrough, because I saw one person that maybe Romasita, and she had really breakthroughs with her story, powerful story. And I think really if I should really begin the next group. And sometimes we must push, and Michelle told me again if I want to be on the second group, and she pushed me, and I told yes. So that's the beginning of the journey for my challenge. And the questions are, for me, everything that was with family was for me very difficult, because I can't tell you, because I'm adoptive. And that was something that I hold a long time, and I make a story to another people that everything, I had a beautiful, normal family, but that was not true. So on the process of the challenge, there was a question, I think, and I think was the 5th day. And that was really for me the breakthrough, speaking about the family, and there was everything out, and that was a magical day, because magical and a powerful day. It makes me really be free and let the past, like we told always, go. Because many people, I think, have fear and don't understand that the past is something that we must let go, and the universe should take care of it. So that video is powerful, and it helps us as entrepreneurs, but it helps also as personal growth, and to make a step forward for things that we hold on the past. even my English is not the best one. I had fear, and my English is not, I have not the best one. So making the videos was also for the language also difficult. But we pass. When we want do these things, we do it. And that was the 30 days. I think the 30 days are the most important challenge, the 30 days. When you pass that through, go to the future and the now is something simpler. So I passed that 30 days, and everyone who is on the 30 days, don't quit. Do it until the end. It's very important to let maybe things go from your past, and you have then more power to go to the next challenge, the future and then the now. For me, the future is something that I don't see always well, but it helps me to see the future on this challenge for the questions, and have more open mind what will really happen on the future for me, what I really want. And that I thank always Michelle and Mike. It helped me. And the last was the now, and that was really like Mike and Michelle told, was really a challenge in a challenge, because like you told, my man passed. I think it was on the, I don't know, 78, I don't know really the day. In that day, I must, my man passed on 2 p.m. I really needed to make everything for the funeral, and I was also the hospital. And on that day, I did know that I did need to make that video challenge. It was always on my mind also. And I can tell you that after the night, when everything was finished, my man passed, I was really on her room, and that video I made was on her room. And I think, should I quit or should I make this video? And I told to me, I do this video because this challenge will help me to pass. I make that video on that day on the room of my mother, and I did know that that will help me to go to this challenge through. This will help me to pass all these difficulties of my past of my mom. So I always thank you from Michelle and Mike for this challenge, because it make you really a new person, a better person, a person that had more confidence, and it helped me a lot, this video challenge, this 90 day. So thank you always, you two, to help me. This was, and that Michelle pushed me also to make this this challenge, that I begin this challenge. And so this is the story for me for the challenge, and hope that that everyone don't stop, don't quit. You are the leader, you make the things until the end. Don't, if I pass, my mother passed, and I did make this video challenge until the end, so there's no this, I think there's no argument that you can have. So thank you to you all.
That's fantastic. That's man.
Awesome,
You are something else, man. I just love hearing from you, because you're so unique in the way that English isn't even your first language. So here you are stepping out of your comfort zone and just saying, hey, you know, I want to learn to speak English better. So how do I do that? Well, I go and do it. I just go do that. I just speak it, right? I don't have to go to all these classes. I can just go speak what I know and learn. And that's exactly what Antonio's done. And seriously, if you haven't checked Antonio out yet, check him out on Facebook and whatever other platforms he's on. But check out his videos in Portuguese. And even if you don't speak his language, just watch. No. I'm saying see him in his natural state of his language that he's accustomed to, because you'll see the power, because he's learned something in English. Now he's applying it into his native language that he knows, where he can really, you know, like me, I couldn't speak a different language. I would sound not like me, but I can learn something and apply it in a way that I know, and then apply it in a different way to something that can totally blossom in a different way. Like the people that Antonio is now inspiring, the people that he is surrounding himself with in his own community. He's all the way in a different part of the world, and he gets to take what he's learned here, what he's had his own breakthroughs with, and then go bring them to his family, to his team, to his friends, to his coworkers, whatever he's doing. It's a super powerful thing, man. I appreciate you being on here, and I want to thank you. Your story is so awesome, and you are always a pleasure to hear from, my friend.
And you know, I have to laugh, Antonio. Well, first of all, I say thank you for being on here, because you know we love you. We super appreciate you. And I have to laugh because, like, when you're saying, you know, Michelle just pushed me. Michelle just pushed me. Do you want to know something? My friends have been saying that since I've been little, like to the point where I'm hearing it again, and I'm like, I'm not guilty of pushing people, but you want to know what it is? And I have to point this out. I believe in all people. I believe people can do the greatest of things. And you know what, Antonio? You just gave me a reason and excuse to push people harder, because it took 2 times to get you here, and then you had massive breakthroughs, graduated 90 days, and you're a whole new person. And we can't thank you enough for that testimonial, because honestly, people can't pay for testimonials like that. That's a real personal transformation and breakthrough. And like Mike says, you're bringing that to the Portuguese community, and they need you. And we're so thankful that you're there for them. We all need to be there for each other, and that's what we're doing here. That's what we got.
Guys,
who else do we got?
I'm so pumped up. I don't know if everyone watching, and
well, there must be, like,
I don't know if everyone can handle all this,
because we still haven't started talking.
Guys, where have you ever seen this kind of stuff happen? It doesn't happen online. Go take a whole month and research it. You won't be, when you find the answer, you'll come right back here, because this is the only place that this exists. And you know, it's probably going to be something that is just super popular worldwide. I mean, it already is.
So, I mean,
Antonio's
in Portugal.
Scratch that. But seriously, guys, we're super excited to bring out our next guest, because her story has a unique twist to it as well. And
she's probably gonna say I pushed her.
But it takes she might. But it takes somebody really to step into their comfort zone on video. And you know, when you have things like life happening, and you have things that you really need to face, like literally, like something that could really just completely either make you a better person or completely crush you. That's what this next guest had to face, because, you know, when we're doing this, it happens at the right time. When you're being pulled into this matrix,
or pushed into
it's because you're being called.
It's the pull on the other end. Yeah.
You're being called into your purpose. And it's not just people around you pulling you and pushing you. Like, hey, come on, check this out. This is what you need. It's also an energy field pushing you in to do something that's going to change your life. So when you face these walls on video, and it might not be the best time for you, but hey, when you do it, it changes you. And I'm super excited to bring out Kim Ingram. Come on out. We want to just say hi to you, hear a little bit about you, you know, what's been going on, and you know, where are you going with this? And if you want to add something to that.
Well, of course, you know, I have to just say before you bring Kim out, like, no.
Bring her out?
Bring her on out.
Come on out, Kim.
We just love her. We love you, Kim.
Oh, hey. I can't say that Michelle pushed me. And knowing y'all and watching you prior to the video challenge, when you were out there traveling the country, and I would see your videos, and you're out there, I think it was Baja or somewhere on the dune buggies one time, and I'm like, and y'all would talk on the video, and it's like, me being a photographer, it's like I always hide behind the camera, and I would be like, I wish I could get out there and do something like that and be in front of the camera and just do that. And I was like you in school, I would take an F, not stand in front of the class because I was just scared to death, and it just had that fear. And I don't know. I saw y'all doing it, and it was just like, plus besides the part that you're living my dream of traveling the country and living in a camper, it was just, I didn't have that confidence, and I thought there's just no way I could do that. But watching y'all and getting to know you, it was drawing me into that. You know, I knew this was something I had to do. I knew, and when you said, I think you need to do, because I would watch your videos, Michelle, and I would just, your questions that you had to face, your topics, I would associate with your topics and give you comments and stuff. And it was like, wow, it was making me think more just by watching you and your topics and your videos. And I was inspired by that. And when you said, I really think that you need to do this, Kim, on the next 30 days when it starts, I'm like, but I'm having major surgery, you know? And I'm thinking, my major surgery was February 20th, and then y'all were going to start March 1st. And I'm thinking, not knowing what to expect, I thought, because it was a total hip replacement, and I was kind of freaking out. Am I going to be on drugs, and I'm going to be on this video, and you know, can I handle this? But my surgery went great, everything, and you know, I got on the video, and I have to agree with Antonio. The first 30 days, all the questions that are about the past bring up hurts and things that I found that I had stuffed down, and it made me face, it helped me also because back, which so many of you know my story with, you know, I lost my daughter to a tragic accident July 18th last summer. And not only that, it was her, what would have been her future sister-in-law. So there were two people in my life that were tragically just, bam, just quick. And it was one of those accidents that so freak that it was just, I had so many questions, and I could not fathom, you know, losing my only daughter. And it was just so hard for me. And I thought, when these questions would come up, I thought, I don't want to cry on camera. But, you know, and one of my friends said, just be real. And it seems like the videos that I did from the heart and cried, you know, it seemed like I got the most views and the most comments, and I touched people because I was more real. You know, they said that, you know, I'm so glad you spoke about that because, you know, and two, it was like they were getting to know another side of me, and I was showing them how strong I was, and I didn't realize I was doing that at the time, but I had a lot of people say, I don't know how you're doing it. You're inspiring me to be a better person. And through these videos and through these questions, it was like, who am I to inspire somebody? I mean, it helped build my confidence. It helped give me or show me another purpose that I may have. And I want to help people now. I knew that I did not want her death to be something forgotten. It affected our small community so greatly that, I I mean, I know, and I speak about it in my videos all the time, I know that we are all here only for a certain amount of time. And there is a purpose for each one of us to teach or learn, you know, from each other, and building relationships, which the groups here, our chat groups, are just awesome. I mean, these people that I have not met in person are like family to me, and they've been like a cheerleader to, you know, cheer me on. And in, you know, like some of the videos were, you know, just kind of going downhill, and it's like you see them, you know, cheering you on. And I know my first 30 days I was doing the video just on my phone, and then I would post the video. Well, I thought, oh, I want to do this live thing. This Facebook Live looks fun. And I see these other people doing it. And once I started doing the Facebook Live, it was so different because you could interact with people, and it was so much fun. You know, it was a lot of fun. And even through the tough questions, but it was a lot of fun. And I feel like I've grown so much and learned so much. And I feel like I've got through these questions and working through and really making myself think about these questions. It's helped me to get my direction. You know, I'm just so thankful to y'all. And now the questions in the now, I'm learning to listen to my body. I'm learning to listen. I'm learning to meditate. I'm learning to be more present. I'm learning to communicate better. I'm learning to speak to people and speak my mind instead of, I used to be a people pleaser, and I would try to speak, you know, I'd kind of stumble over my words and think, well, what do they really want to hear? You know, so I wasn't my true self. I really feel like this has brought out my, like I was telling you, my inner child. I want that Kimmy Sue back, you know, because I was a fun, you know, kid, and I was like the leader in the neighborhood, and, you know, I want that. I feel like I'm getting that back, that excitement, that drive, and, you know, yeah. And it's like, I don't know, I have so much love for you guys and the stuff that you've done for all of us. I mean, it's just like Antonio said, the people that are in the 30 days, don't give up. You'll get through it. You know, if you don't want to post it on your private page, and, you know, just post it in the group, and everybody honors each other. Nobody goes out there and says, oh, so-and-so did this, and no, you shouldn't. You know, everybody loves each other, and they support you, and, you know, it's just such a loving community. And, you know, I don't know. I feel like I've come so far, you know.
You're awesome, Kim.
You have come so far.
You really have. It's beautiful.
Kim, you've come so far. It's right. And you know what? I remember saying to you, and you were like, you know, I'm going to have surgery. And I'm like, perfect. You'll be home and in bed. Perfect. You can get nothing else to do with video, right, Kim?
This is perfect for you then.
And, you know, you really touched on some beautiful things, Kimmy Sue. Your inner child wants to come out every single day. And we talk about that all the time. And I know that you're talking about your inner child because it's something that we express upon. How are you playful? You know, because we are still the children inside, guys. When you cry over something that happened to you when you're 6, it's because a 6-year-old in you still is crying over that. You know, our inner children are looking to express themselves the way they did every single day back when you were a child. You know, we are here designing questions to bring you through a journey, through a personal development journey, first and foremost. This is helping your business every single day. Kim, you know, the leader in the neighborhood, you know, I want you to know you are now the leader in the neighborhood. You are back. Kimmy Sue is back because you are the leader in video. And every single person who watches you on your wall is thinking that right now. And every single person who's watching every single else's video that has been in this challenge, is currently in this challenge, is saying, wow, are they really talking about their biggest pain right now? I don't know anyone outside of talking with their therapist would ever talk about something like that. But guess what? When we can all sit down and talk to each other like as if we're in a therapy session, as human beings, as human loving beings, the way we're designed to be, wouldn't you know that once we really just sit down and listen, we really do care at the end of the day. We care down to your core. We care about your heart. We don't care about what house you have. We don't care what car you drive. We don't care about who you're associated with. And we definitely don't care what you sell here. Because what matters is the personal development comes first before you are successful in your mind, before you are ever successful in your bank account. We are here to take you through that personal development journey through video, through the strategy. We took our main strategy that we love, video, and personal development that is beyond essential to everything that everybody needs to be successful. We've taken our strategy, we've taken everything we've ever learned, and we've taken what we know, learn to know, same thing, and what all the leaders have been telling us, all mentors of ours have been telling us, every book we've read leads to what we have here today. And Kim, you really demonstrated what we have here, people pleasing. We want every single one of you to walk out of the video matrix 90 days later and say, I don't care what they think. But also, I don't care what you think. I don't care what you think, because I know you've got struggles too. I know you're working through your things. I'm just so proud of myself that I just went through 90 days of working through my stuff, that I can only hope and pray and send you off with love in the now, so that you can have that for yourself one day too.
I love it. And Kim, that's a beautiful story. Everybody's got a unique story. I can see Antonio. He's a little fired up over there. What's up, man? Come on out. You want to say something, my friend?
Okay, I only want to say something, and it's important for everyone who is doing the video challenge, and that is, there's always someone needs your story. So don't hide that story, because you will always inspire other people. So don't hide that story, because certainly another person needs your story. So do it until the end. Okay, that is what I would say shortly.
Thank you. Fantastic, awesome, man. That was awesome. And you know what? You're right, because it takes a journey. It takes consistency. The biggest thing that we learned when we wanted to change our lives, transform our lives, is we needed to be consistent about it. And yeah, you need to love yourself and you need to be surrounded by love.